Hello dear student. First, I will like to introduce myself. My name is Namrata Borate. I am teaching in Shadabai Pawar Vidyalay and Junior College, Shivnagar, to 11th and 12th standard. I know that all of you are having problem of learning in this lockdown period. So, I have bought this Word of Biology channel for all of you, especially 12th standard. So, let's see the new syllabus for year 2020-21 and onwards. First topic, reproduction in lower plants and higher plants. Reproduction in lower and higher animals. Inheritance and variation. Fourth, molecular basis of inheritance. Fifth, origin and evolution of life. Sixth, plant-water relation. Seventh, plant growth, mineral nutrition. Eighth, respiration and circulation. Ninth, control and coordination. 10th, human health and diseases. 11th, enhancement in food production. 12th, biotechnology. 13th, organism and population. 14th, ecosystem and energy flow. 15th, biodiversity, conservation and environmental issues. I think every one of you have understood the new syllabus. So, let's start the first topic of the year. The first topic, reproduction in lower and higher plants. In this topic, we will discuss the following points. First, modes of reproduction. Next, asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction, microsporogenesis, structure of anther, megasporogenesis, pollination, outbreeding devices, double fertilization, its process and significance, development of embryo, seed and fruit development, apomixis, parthenocarpy and polyembryony. So, let's start the introductory part of this topic. There is large diversity of living organisms on earth. All organisms differ in their forms and structures. Some plants are small, still others are large. Some live in land, some are grow in water. All organisms grow and after a definite period of life they perish. Before death, the plant and animals try to continue their species. The organism produce the individual like themselves. So, the reproduction is defined as the process by which the species is continue. It is also defined as the creation of life of a similar life form is called reproduction. It is also defined as it's a biological process in which organisms gives rise to young one that called offspring, which is similar to itself. Each organism has its own peculiar method of reproduction. The reproduction methods are broadly categorized into two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, it is also called apomixis. Apo, it says as without or away. Mixis means the mixing, without mixing of male and female gametes. Asexual reproduction does not involve fusion of two compatible gametes or sex cell. It is a process resulting in the production of genetically identical progeny from a single organism and inherits the gene of the parents. Such morphologically and genetically identical individuals are called clones. In this asexual reproduction is also called as agamogenesis or agamogeny. In case of asexual reproduction, multiplication occurs rapidly and only mitotic divisions occurs. This asexual reproduction is categorized into two forms, lower organisms and higher organisms. In lower organisms, it categorized fission, fragmentation, budding, regeneration, spore formation and the gemule formation. In case of higher organisms, asexual reproduction, which is also called as vegetative propagation. It is categorized into two types, natural method and artificial method. This natural method we have already studied. It occurs by means of root tuber, stem tuber, leaf modification, that is the bryophyllum and the runner. Artificial method, it includes cutting, grafting, layering, budding and the tissue culture. Let's start. The first one, it's a asexual reproduction in case of lower organism. The first method, it's a binary fission. In case of binary fission, in this parent organisms divide it into the two daughter halves. Each halves form a independent daughter organisms. It includes the paramecium and amoeba. It is mostly observed in case of unicellular organisms. The parental body divide it into two nearly equal daughter cells. Second method, fragmentation, which is also called splitting. Fragmentation, it is a type of vegetative reproduction seen in lower plants, where the multicellular plant body get fragmented in two or more parts by means of physical external forces. By these, all the fragments gives rise to new independent individual. This new individual, it is exactly identical to the parental one. When it is fully developed, it gets separated and developed as an independent one. It includes Spirogyra and Eulothrix. So, let's see the example. This image indicates the diagram of the Spirogyra. As this Spirogyra, it is the filamentous multicellular plant body. When it is completely mature, it gets fragmented into two or more parts by means of physical external force. All these fragments gives rise to new independent individual. Next, budding. In budding, it is the most common method of asexual reproduction in unicellular yeast. Usually, it takes place during the fallible condition by producing one or more outgrowth that called bud. The bud on separation develops the new individual. It is also observed in case of hydra and the cactus. Next, regeneration. This part we studied in second topic also, regeneration. It's a ability of some animal to regrow it into the several parts. Next, spore formation. There are the two type of the spores, motile and non-motile. In algae produce the motile spores, that is the flagellated spores. That spores called as the zoospores. It's observed in case of the Chlamydomonas. You can see this image indicate the algal diagram that's contain the Chlamydomonas. This Chlamydomonas algae contains the two flagella. So it is the motile one. That motile structure it called as the zoospores. Second one, it is the in case of fungi. Fungi produce non-motile spores called the conidiospores. It is observed in case of the penicillium. This image indicates the diagram of the penicillium. There is a presence of the non-motile spores. That non-motile spores it called as the conidiospores. Next, advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction in case of lower organism. What's the advantages? There is no need of the sexual partner. It's a rapid rate of the reproduction. Disadvantage is no chance of new combination of a gene and the variation because there is involved only one of the parent. Okay, I think so all of you understand up to this. That's a asexual reproduction in case of lower organism. Let's start asexual reproduction, that is also called vegetative reproduction in case of higher organisms. Vegetative reproduction in which the plant reproduced asexually through their vegetative parts, that is a root, stem and leaves. Hence, the new plant form are genetically identical to their parents. Basically, there are the two methods of vegetative reproduction. First, natural method and second, artificial method. This natural method we have already studied. It includes sweet potato, that is tuberous root, stem tuber, leaf modification, that's observed in the bryophyllum, and the runner. Artificial method, it includes cutting, grafting, layering and the budding. So, let's just revise. Tuberous root observed in case of the sweet potato, stem tuber observed in potato, runner observed in the mint, grass, oxalis, leaf modification observed in case of bryophyllum, that is there is a presence of the epiphyllous bud. Further one, artificial method. In this new syllabus there is include only the artificial methods of vegetative propagation. Artificial methods are used to propagate desired varieties according to human requirement. Agriculture and horticulture exploit vegetative reproduction in order to multiply fresh stock of plant. There are various methods. First, cutting, grafting, budding, micropropagation, that is called tissue culture. Let's start. The first, it's cutting. Cutting the small piece of the plant part, that is the vegetative part like root, stem, leaves. having one or more bud is used for propagation. Cutting is possible in presence of primary meristem. It is practiced in vegetative parts like root, leaf and the stem. The stem cutting observed in case of rose and the bougainvillea, leaf cutting observed in the sansevieria and the root cutting observed in blackberry. First one, leaf cutting observed in case of, you can see this image. The image indicates the leaf cutting. In case of the sansevieria, it is commonly called as the snake plant. The leaf, it is cut into the small fragments and each of the fragment it is planted in the soil. So there is a development of the root. So it is called as a leaf cutting. Second, stem cutting. It is practiced in the rose and the bougainvillea. Next one, root cutting observed. So this is the root of the blackberry plant. So you can see, I think so all of you familiar with this plant, that is the blackberry plant, and this plant it is planted by using the roots. So it called as a root cutting. The second one, it's a grafting. In grafting, the part of two plants are joined in such a way that they grow as a one plant. In this method, the part of the stem containing one or more bud, that is called as the scion, and the root part it is called as the stalk part. You can see this image. There are the two portions of the two different plants twig. The root part it indicates the stalk part, and the plant which is grafted on the stalk part, that part it called as the scion. As the two plant are joined together, these two plants are joined together in such a way that they unite and grow as a one plant. Same, this image indicate that is a part of the two plant are joined in such a way that they grow as a one plant. Next, budding. In budding, instead of use the entire twig, there is a use of the small bud. This bud it is grafted on the stalk plant. That is called the budding. This budding it is practiced in case of the apple, pear and the rose plant. So you can see in this image there is this part it called as the stalk part, and this part it called as the scion part. Instead of entire twig, there is a use of only the bud, and this bud it is inserted this bud, that is the scion. This scion it is inserted it into the stalk part. That is called as the budding. Means this bud it's a says as the scion, and this part it's known as the stalk part, and together act as a one plant. The next one, it's a tissue culture. It is also called as a micropropagation. Tissue culture, it's a technique used to produce the large number of the plant propagules. Shoot apical meristem are used as a explant to produce many shoot apices, that is called as a micropropagule, which is used to produce a large number of the genetically identical plants, that is the clones, and these clones which is produced within the short time. Next, so this image indicates the tissue culture technique. There is use of the small part of the plantlet, that is called as the explant, and by using this explant there is a development of the large numbers of the micropropagules, that is the plantlets. Afterward, significance of asexual reproduction in case of the higher organisms. It's a easy and cheaper method. Those plant not develops the viable seed such is produced by this technique, resulting in formation of genetically similar plant. Yield of plant is increased using the grafting. Desired character can be introduced. Quick production of new plant, combining the good qualities of the two different varieties. Here we completed asexual reproduction in lower and higher organism. Here are some questions is here. Please solve it. Thanks for watching my videos. We will continue the further part in the next video. Thank you.